Okay, let me minimize this juju. Lovely.
Alrighty, Tommy. Sit down, boy.
Join us, brother.
I like the flip.
Yeah.
Welcome to the second episode of TFB, the Fuss Boys.
2 months later.
It's been a hot second. But here we are.
We back.
Let's hear about Homecoming.
Beans is here.
Yeah. So, as the...
And this is
Beans, it's her boy.
We kind of doxed him last episode.
Oh, man.
But
We kind of didn't want him, but then we decided he's a good enough friend.
What do you mean?
I'm just kidding.
all right.
So, as the remaining high schooler here, my senior homecoming.
Whack.
Whack.
I'm getting ready. Yeah, tell me
Listen,
about it.
senior. Freshman.
So I'm gonna ask this one girl. And, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And then it turns out there are 2 other guys that want to ask her same night as I do. So I roll up to her house. She lives in an apartment. That's important to know. I roll up to her house at like 8 p.m. so I can get there first. And so me and 2 of my friends, we run up into the lobby and we are like jamming on the elevator door. And it opens, and one of the other dudes is standing there in the elevator. He's got a broken arm. He's just sitting there like, sorry, dude, I beat you. And I was like, yeah, cool, it's whatever. And so I went and asked someone else. And then we checked the girl's story. And she had gotten asked by the other dude. So we're really confused. We think maybe he moved his poster or something to where he like swiped the one poster and put his own down. And so we pick her up and we're driving around and we're trying to figure it out. And like we go back at like maybe midnight. It's way too late for a school night at this point, but we're edgy. And turns out the first guy had put the poster on the wrong door. So she still doesn't know what she's gonna do. Either way, I thought I got beamed, but I got lucky because I wasn't like involved in all that.
Who was it?
You can't say.
Yeah,
I think you gotta go with. He'll tell you later. I think you gotta go with the poster you actually got and like put on your story.
You'd say that, but like
I think it's mean. if
he
you
just
do
like
else.
he wasn't the way he handled it wasn't the best. So
How did he handle it?
How do you come at it?
he was trying to like guilt trip her about it. Yeah.
Then
What she's thinking now, because this sounds cocky, but she told me she wanted to go with me.
That's what she said.
You're right. But she's thinking she might go stag and just come in our car with us because we got 7 seats.
No, she should go with you.
She should go with the guy that she thought asked her, and leave that
got
hecker,
the wrong. Yeah.
Leave that hecker that freaked out off on his own.
Well, wait till I tell you who it is.
What is such a
I
scumbag
probably
thing to
like the
do?
guy,
Try to
but
guilt
still.
trip a girl to go with you?
It's
Yeah,
a very
right.
complicated situation. However, I know that like come the end of the year, we'll look back on this. I mean, I thought it was freaking hilarious. I was on the floor laughing.
Yeah,
the entire
I would
time.
be the...
And the funniest part is the dude who got her door right had the exact same pun as me.
Oh, dear. What was the pun?
Well, it was similar. It was about being a nerd, and we had nerds.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've done that one.
Yeah. But it was especially applicable for me because I'm the biggest nerd there. So.
Yeah, it's...
Aiden,
Really
6'3", but secretly small, huh?
Did I tell my homecoming story last time?
Uh-uh.
The ping pong one?
Oh, about Bud?
No, it's about me.
Oh.
The Bud one's good too.
Dude.
Okay, so we were playing ping pong at our homie Dallas's house, and it was late. It's probably like 11 at this point, and Nick and I are playing. And just so you know, I'm better than Nick, and Nick gets very frustrated.
But
And
I'm
Nick-
better than Steven at a lot of other things.
Okay. I'm just explaining ping pong at the moment.
We are all good.
This is
at
for
different
context,
things.
not for bragging. Nick had hit like 3 or 4 of them, hit his finger, and went off the table, and he'd gotten mad. And I'd say about, probably 8 of the 14 people that were at Dallas's house had fallen asleep. And Nick hits another one off of his finger. It was game point, so he lost because of this. And he takes his paddle and smacks it like a thunderclap and just screams, "That's the 5th one that's hit my finger this game!" And everybody's head pops up. People are like cuddling on the couch, and they just go, "What the heck?"
Like a bunch of meerkats.
It was
rising
so
from
like
the
a bunch of
hole.
meerkats. They were freaking out. It was so funny. And then
Just like
they're like, "What?" Seriously, like cuddling couples that had like fallen asleep, just like freaked out.
I think you say fallen in love.
They've all fallen in love.
And then my other story I think it was a separate dance, but it was also at Dallas's house playing ping pong. I was going hard. I was in my favorite pair of gray joggers. And I take a nice... The person I was playing hit a nice shot way off into the corner.
It's probably me.
And it was not. I went and reached for it in a lunge, and my crotch of my favorite joggers gets an 8-inch rip all the way down.
Were they from Old Navy?
They were Old Navy
Yeah,
joggers.
those always have
Yep.
Old Navy
Joggers are dope.
Scott's ripped about 3 or 4 pairs.
Yep.
I've ripped 3 pairs.
okay.
Right down the crotch.
Yeah,
in
right
the
down
front,
the crotch.
not in the butt, in the
just
crotch.
No,
right,
without
yeah.
fail,
Yep.
it's on
Yep.
the crotch, yep.
And
bro.
they were gray joggers.
Yeah.
Gray joggers. I had black underwear, so it was even more obvious. And I just decided that I was just going to keep on playing. So I kept on playing.
Just owned it.
I owned it, man.
Wait, you didn't tell him about like you trying to put the safety pins in.
And I, after winning that game,
Just to make
Mary
sure that
pulls
people-
some safety pins out of her magic bag of everything, and I safety pin it up, and then proceed to take another lunge the next game, and all the safety pins
Just
pop
out.
pop right out. But
At least you didn't scratch yourself.
that would have sucked.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I've ripped those Old Navy joggers in unfortunate spots. Like,
Didn't you rip some going to school one time?
yeah, no, I ripped one at school. I ripped a pair at school. I took a picture of it too. It's funny.
Oh, lit.
And then the other one was at Sadie's. Ripped it at Sadie's.
Oh.
I was cleaning up.
Yeah.
I was cleaning up. I was pushing. You know, like the platforms where like the DJ is.
Yeah.
Me, Beans, because we're in the same group. We were helping like push the things.
Mm-hmm.
And I pushed a little too hard with my legs. I go right down to my knee.
Yeah.
So I was like, Audrey, can we go to my house? I need to get some pants. She's like, why? I was like, she's like, oh,
Just discreet.
it was
It's a complex situation.
open,
Oh,
open
I
leg.
ripped my pair at work at Pizza Studio.
Oh,
Went to
dude.
customer.
I remember that. Didn't you have to leave and then
Yeah,
come back?
because it was all the way down my leg. It
Pretty
wasn't like a
much
small
yeah, it was
rib.
pretty much like drop trowel right there.
They're good-looking joggers, but they're
Not
I've never
sturdy.
had a pair.
They're weak, man. Like
I'm wearing
bad.
Old,
Four
dude, I'm
months
wearing Old
in,
Navy
they're gone.
joggers right now, bro.
bad sturdy.
Don't worry.
Oh, can I say one more ping
Those aren't
pong
the same,
story?
like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I have the,
Oh, is this the rec
I have
center?
gray and,
No, that one's good too. We'll save that for another day.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about at Audrey's house when we were playing Sting Pong.
Oh,
Was that the time I was there? At the birthday
That's the
party?
time I decided not to.
Yeah.
we've
Yeah.
played it a couple times, I think.
That's the time I didn't go.
No,
I
but-
hate Sting Pong.
No, but like I was actually on a roll.
Serious.
Like I was dominating people. Yeah.
One at a time.
I was dominating. I was dominating people, and then like the worst person who, like the worst ping ponger there, Austin Jenkins. I love you, Austin.
Great guy,
If you ever
great
see
guy.
this,
No.
I'm sorry, but you were the worst ping pong player there.
Great guy though.
Just
Great guy.
throwing it out.
Great guy.
Oh,
Great guy.
man.
Yeah, great guy.
He beat me in ping pong, and it made me so mad. And I like smacked the ping pong paddle against my hand, and it just snapped in half.
At Audrey's, you broke one too?
Yeah.
How many ping pong paddles have you broke?
This year it's
You
been
broke
3.
one at Scarlett's, though, to be fair.
He broke one at the rec center too.
But I didn't slam I dropped it.
Your rage is so. Like, oh, at the bowling alley when you like kick the side kick the. Oh
my
Out,
gosh!
it just popped out.
He misses a shot, and you know the little thing that like feeds up the ball?
Yeah, the little.
Yeah.
Okay, that was flimsy.
The little
AF.
It was flimsy,
Nick
but
comes
you
up
side
and
kick-
just kicks it, and it pops off. It goes sideways, revealing the inside, spinning the thing. It was insane.
Yeah, that's
But I
And
fixed
he
it.
slides it back on. We're good. Nothing happened.
Just
I was, playing,
the
I, was,
board.
I was bowling really well the other night.
You
I was
were.
hitting some strikes.
Bro, I was throwing some weird shots.
Yeah, yours has backspin.
What
for
was
some
I
reason.
doing? Oh, yeah, I was having
spit.
I was having dinner with Will's parents. Some great conversations.
Like a solid couple.
What?
What?
Like a serious couple. You were having dinner with his parents.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Relation.
Yeah,
So-
Basically.
If you go on your mission, is this thing going to continue?
Is he gonna wait for you?
Are you gonna
Actually,
Are you
today,
getting a promissory?
Today, so we were playing Just Dance at his house, like right before I came here. And there was like a couple girls there, and then a couple guys, and it was really hot in his basement. But there was a storage room, like one of those cellars. So I went
Those
in
are
there.
freezing.
It was so nice. It was freezing, and I come out, And as soon as I come out, they all have their cameras out. And they post on their story, he finally came out of the closet. And I was like, great. So I get on one of my friend Lily, I get on her Snapchat and go, quick PSA, I'm not actually gay. But then I go, or am I?
Just making sure the masses know.
Well,
I am
it's
a
important that
heterosexual.
it's important. Well, it's important for certain reasons.
Yeah, no, I
that
get it, yeah,
people
I get
Gay
know
rights
Yeah.
matter.
they do matter.
They do.
But you don't want to be known as gay when you're not.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it's, yeah,
Do
no,
you remember
that's,
in calculus when I was like taking the test?
Oh, and then you're like, can I come out now?
No, I said, can I come out of the closet now? And everyone just stares at me, like while they're taking their
We've
test.
been waiting so long, Nick.
We've been waiting.
I'll just freaking New York.
New York.
What happened?
My mom has a bad tendency.
To ask if you're gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even though you have a girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. Well, not anymore, but
Wait, what?
it's fine. It's fine.
Nick
It's
can relate.
everything is fine. Everything is fine.
Okay.
Whoa. Whoa.
And
Whoa.
what happened was,
My bad.
as I said, my mother, and rightfully so, because I was in the theater department, which is a telltale sign for many. And,
As being gay.
and
Peter equal gay.
And so she would consistently say, "Okay, Tommy, I just want to make sure that you know, if you are in fact gay, I fully support you. I have no problem with that." Okay, good to know, Ma. Thing is, I'm straight. Okay, I know, but I'm just making sure. If you were, yeah, like, I kind of think she hoped I was.
Hoped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of think she hoped I was. Mainly because it'll finally give her a something to talk about. You know, my mother's coworkers.
So she can relate to her lawyer friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My mother's coworkers my mother's coworkers, all their children are really successful.
I thought you were going to say they're all really gay.
They actually are. There are a couple that are gay, but like, but yeah, no, but like they're like actually like really successful, and so and then you know it's like terrible because my mom, they'll be saying that, oh yeah, no, my son John, yeah, he's just became the teen poet laureate. Oh, how's Tommy doing? Yeah, he stayed home again today.
It's because of his friend Nick.
Him and his bum friend Nick.
Who sleep in the same bed sometimes.
We did not reveal that on the podcast!
Maybe that's why your mom thinks you're
She
gay.
doesn't know that for sure.
Wait, I thought you didn't tell her about that.
I did not! Now she knows!
By the way, Tommy's mom watches this podcast.
There's minimal cuddling. Don't worry, guys.
No, we keep our space. It's
Listen.
actually quiet. It's pretty peaceful. It's pretty peaceful.
It's a big bed, okay?
They've got plenty of space.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you guys
But no,
about...
but I'm not finished yet. I'm
My
sorry.
It's a
bad.
New York story.
Yeah.
And while in New York,
Would die.
something happened to my mom. I'm not going to go into it because it embarrasses her, and it's not a big deal, isn't it? But
Expose him.
yeah, and what happened? And my sister wanted her to tell my sister about it.
Mm-hmm.
And we were walking, and Ma, tell me about it. No, Josie, no, I don't want to tell you. Ma, tell me about it. No, Josie. Ma, tell me about it. No, Josie. And I was there when it happened. And then they. And Josie, decided that she was tired of asking my mom, for my mom keeping secrets. So Josie come up to me and says, "Tommy, I'm just letting you know, Mom sometimes asks me, and we have conversations on whether or not you're gay."
Just so you tell her what happened.
That's awful.
I feel like it should be a one-time thing. Like, Mom, I'm not gay. Okay, you're not
That's
gay.
what I
Yeah,
thought.
no, and it was, and I laughed
Does your
so
mom ask
freaking
you?
hard.
Yeah.
I laughed so freaking hard because so many times she's like, Ma, do you think I'm gay? No, Tommy, I think you're straight. But they've actually been having conversations about my sexuality to the side. It's freaking hilarious to me.
I'm glad you think it's funny.
Oh, I think it's hilarious. I have no grudge with it at all.
I would not think it's funny.
Yeah,
I would think it was-
Honestly,
I think it's hilarious.
I would
Yeah.
find it
It hasn't happened to me since like junior year, but like throughout my sophomore and junior year, my mom was constantly asking. Well, like she wasn't asking me if I was gay, but like she kind of did what your mom did, and she's just like, just letting you know, like no matter how you decide to live your life, and I will still love you. So if you're gay, I would still love you, Nick.
If you were gay.
I love that's how every
And then I was
parent
just
phrases
like,
it.
I was
Yeah.
like, Mom, thanks for loving me and supporting me, but I'm straight.
Yeah.
That's,
I'm pretty straight.
Yeah.
I'm pretty straight.
I'm at least
I'm like
mostly
5%
straight.
gay. But
I'm only gay when I'm at Tommy's house.
I've some gay things, but I'm straight.
That is probably my favorite meme of all time. Is the overtly straight like bro friends who are secretly gay for each other.
Yeah.
They have a
Kiss each
relationship.
other.
That is one of my
Childlessly.
that is one of my favorite memes. You know, it's just like here I am sitting with the homie. Found out gay marriage is legalized, but that's stupid because it's gay. But we decided to get married because for tax reasons. We want to get a little homie in the house, so we go and adopt a kid.
Did you guys?
That is so funny to me. I love it.
As long as
you
you
guys-
say no homo.
Do you guys ever see Noel Miller's skit called
Yeah.
Homophobia?
I
that
love
was
that one.
so funny. Oh,
I can't walk upstairs because if there's a guy in front of me, I'll see his butt. But if there's a guy behind me, he'll see my butt, and I can't live with that.
well, at the
When
end,
you wouldn't bend over to sweep the floor.
I know, or he won't touch the freaking stick shift in his car. And I love at the end too. He's like, Noel is now happily married to Michael.
So good.
Would I be able to adopt a kid? Like,
Right now,
just 18, like single, just right now. Would I be? Do you know
I
if
think
would be able
legally
to
yes,
adopt
but I
a
think
kid?
everybody
you have to
would.
prove you can provide a home and
Yeah.
provide for
Yeah.
the child.
You'd
Yeah.
have to go through lots of interviews and stuff, but if you had a house and a stable income,
You could do
I
it.
think
Scott,
it's possible.
maybe you should have started working earlier, man.
Scott, why are you asking about this?
I don't know, man.
He wants a
Thank
little
you.
homie.
A little
No,
homie.
no, I'm just curious. It's okay.
Where's the
Good
little
to know.
Could
That-
you adopt
that's-
your
that
own
is-
brother? Could
okay,
you
I
adopt
am-
like a little brother instead of a son?
That'd be so lit.
Yeah, there is like a program called Big Brothers where like little kids and like
yeah.
bad neighborhoods will
Big
they
Brothers,
will
Big
have like
Sisters.
Big Brothers and Big Sisters. They'll have professional homies,
Professional
come-
brothers.
professional brothers come and just be a good role model to them. So I know you can do that. But
Well, I know, if
actually,
you-
Aiden, pass me my phone. I'm
Well,
curious
no,
about this now.
I know if you're an older sibling and your parents die, and you have a younger sibling, if you're 18, you can become their full guardian. You wouldn't be their dad or nothing, but you'd be their
The guardian.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if you had godparents?
Or you just go under your control of your guardian.
Do you guys have godparents?
I don't think so.
I think it's just
Do you?
for Catholicism.
I do.
Yeah, it's more of a.
Yeah.
My aunt, Jeannie, I think.
You don't know her name and she's your godmother?
No, I'm trying to think which one is.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was gonna
No,
say.
it's Aunt Peggy, and
And Peggy.
Peggy?
Aunt
Uncle
Peggy.
Tom.
These?
Yeah, I'll go with
These
Peggy. 'cause
names.
they're-
Uncle Tom's cabin.
Josie.
I actually have an Aunt Janine, so.
Well, I have an Aunt
Nice.
Jeannie, so it's
I have
not
an Aunt
saying
Buffy.
that. Sorry.
But it's pretty similar.
My aunt's name is Buffy.
It's really similar.
Did you guys watch the Naked Brothers when you were younger?
No,
Oh, yeah.
what?
Who are they?
Oh, they were like this, like there's like
The
these
Naked Brothers.
The Naked Brothers. They were on Nickelodeon.
Wow.
And they were like a legit band, and they were like one was like 5 and one was like 8.
That's the worst.
And they're called
name.
the Naked Brothers?
They're called the Naked Brothers, and
Okay.
they were so lit when I was younger. I loved it.
You love the Naked Brothers.
Yeah, I
Nice.
love the Naked Brothers.
No, I remember them.
Let's hear it, Thomas.
Okay, but I did okay.
What's your conclusion?
My conclusion? All right, the youngest someone has adopted a kid
Uh-huh.
is 13.
Oof.
And what country?
I have no idea.
Not America.
Yeah, but apparently it seems like they shortly after they lost the kid. But so the
At
youngest
13 is when you give a kid up for adoption, not when you adopt a kid.
exactly, yeah, that's what I thought. But they said that the youngest age where
People
the
can.
parent actually kind of kept the kid long term.
Uh-huh.
For like the full kid caboodle was 18 years old.
Okay.
Okay.
That. I mean, I can see it. Like, there's a lot of really young, really well-off people that can afford to adopt it.
That was gosh.
I would like my baby to be imported from Africa.
I want to
Yeah,
get
no, my,
Imported. I only like imported babies.
Do you think they have a tariff? Do you think they have a tariff on that bad boy?
I still think.
imported babies.
I'm boycotting.
Imported wine? I like imported babies.
The reason,
From Africa.
The reason I say that is
This
because
is
like my mom.
it's like a sommelier of babies. This is a Mongolian brown skin, very fresh.
It's
2
oaky.
months.
It has an oaky after.
Has oaky after smell.
And he's related to Genghis Khan.
Oaky after
News
smell.
just in. President has
Circumcised.
put an embargo on China for orphans
babies.
in hopes
That's one
to
thing.
improve our economy.
And that's one thing that I when
baby trade.
One of my oldest messed up jokes I came up with was like
Private parts?
Well, not private parts was one of them. Was like I think it was like in the 4th grade when I came up with this. That I thought of it. I heard about the population crisis going on in China and how they keep having just a crap ton of baby girls because all of these parents will dump their baby girls because girls are perceived to be useless.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be so freaking funny that when they come and drop them off, they like the babies are like on an assembly line and there's somebody with a stamp made in China, made in China, made in China.
See, what I was imagining is like a factory just full of like women that are ready to give birth, and then they just go through and give birth,
Oh my gosh.
or they find a way to use robots or something.
No, but like the reason I brought up like the imported baby thing is because like my mom like she watches a lot of E. Well, she used to. She said she doesn't.
E
watch
is
it
the
anymore.
worst thing ever. My mom watches E, and I come in and I go, Mom, change the channel. She
There's
goes,
like that one-
there's nothing else on.
That
And then I
like-
find 10 other things that are way better than
Like
E.
that one gay host, he's just so loud and annoying.
I don't even know what E is.
Entertainment.
It's
Oh,
so
nice.
my mom was
Yeah,
talking.
It's basically Celebrity Gossip Network.
Yeah, it's kind of plebby.
So basically,
That's
there's a lot of
awful.
celebrities that like get their adopted babies from Africa. Like
Oh, yeah.
they get them imported.
Did
Like I think
Angelina-
Madonna.
Like Brad Pitt and Angelina
Yeah.
Jolie. Did you guys
Was
ever
that
see the meme when the like 18-year-old black girl won an Oscar and it was a picture of Angelina Jolie shaking her hand and it was a meme and it said, "Resist the urge to adopt her. Resist the urge to adopt her."
That's awful.
I want
But what was about that?
But apparently, like the actual parents wanted the kid back or something like that from Africa, and then like I think Madonna was like, no.
yeah.
Well, you can't just give a kid back.
Apparently, like the kid, they said
You
the kid
can't
was
just
taken
keep
from
the
them.
kid though.
no
If you
kickbacksies.
adopt them, can't you? Isn't it-
No take backs.
No.
No tag backs.
I don't know how true this is, but like the family said that
We
the
have
kid
a
was
no
taking
return
them
policy.
from them like forcefully, and then like
Oh, okay.
and
Quack quack baby
I
back.
thought like if you if you adopt it, the parents that put them up for
Snake baby thing.
adoption can't just take them back.
They can go and adopt them back.
Can they?
No.
Yeah,
I
they can't
think
just be
so.
like, oh, sorry, I kind of.
They can go and be and talk and try to be a part of the kid's life.
But they
Yeah.
can't
But-
just take them back.
Yeah, nah.
Unless you make a
They
really
can
good
be like,
trade.
I want to be a part of my kid's life. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll trade you this baby for that baby.
Or not even. It doesn't even have to be babies. I'll trade that baby for
Right.
like the.
But I just
chickens.
imagine that
The
celebrity.
For, like,
over there.
I just imagine
Some
that cele-
ramen.
Yeah, some wrong.
I'll trade you this baby for 2 chickens.
But like,
Oh,
I was about to
gosh.
say-
So yeah, that
oh
is.
yeah, but no, my
that is-
that is messed up. But yeah, no, my nephew was adopted from I think it was the Congo. His name is Pete. He is a beast.
Pete, I love that.
I am
Yeah.
Pete from Congo.
Yeah,
No.
no,
Hey,
he doesn't really have an accent.
Beater.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
No, but I just imagine that celebrities like they
not
treat
from-
their like adopted
Canada.
kids like pets, and they like name them Fluffball or like
Oh.
I don't know.
Northwest.
Celebrities.
I don't understand why you can't just be like, I'm gonna name my child
Sam.
Asian.
just
Odin the kid.
Lemuel or
Osiris.
something. Linus. Why do you have to
Layman.
do Northwest?
Some people name their kids Guy.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
They're twins.
How about Kane?
Oh, name your twins Cain
No,
and
you
Abel.
can't. No, you can't do that if he's from Africa. That's just so wrong.
Oh dear lord. Yeah. Like yeah, no, I've already put in a lot of thought what I'm going to name my kids.
Really?
Yeah.
Any
like
name I
Skippy.
pick is going to sound so wonky with the last name
Skippy.
Sproul. Like
Skippy
Sproul,
Sproul.
anything sounds so wonky.
Bro, I don't know. Skippy
Alex
Sproul sounds
Sproul.
pretty good.
Sproul.
Jason Sproul.
Why
I like that.
I'm not kidding.
Nick
Can you
Sproul.
imagine calling a little baby Jason? I can't see it.
Call him
Hey,
Jay.
Jason. You're a man already.
You just find a nickname like
What have
Eloise,
you thought?
Or
How do you
JJ.
call a baby Eloise? Call her Wheezy.
Or Ellie.
Tommy, what have you thought of name-wise? If you've thought so much about this,
I'll just continue Tommy.
But for a girl, Saoirse.
That's sick.
Yeah, for a boy, Apollo.
That's also
That's
sick.
a dope name.
Yeah.
Apollo.
Yeah.
Apollo Loveridge. That's got power behind
Oh
it.
yeah.
Apollo Lover.
That dude's
Yeah.
gonna be an athlete.
He's gonna somehow take my genes to be an athlete.
Wait a minute. He's Tommy's there. He's so athletic.
I don't know if I somehow get a really masculine woman, then maybe they'll be an athlete. But
your mom would expect nothing less from you,
yeah,
honestly.
no.
Singer.
Certainly get back.
That's what we call a
Oh
callback.
man.
But no, yeah, no. Those are the two names I want for my kids.
So,
What if you have more kids?
they're just not going to be named.
Yeah.
Apollo 2.
Apollo 2. The L's are the Roman numerals.
Apollo.
He's got a bunch of kids. Apollo 13.
He's got 13 L's in his name.
Apollo 13 gets lost.
Where did Apollo 13?
Where'd he go?
Like that's just his thing. He gets lost all the time.
Why can't he be like 11?
Oh man. Just be like, Houston, we have a problem.
Houston, honey, get up here.
Your wife's named Houston. Oh.
But Apollo 13 is definitely the least favorite child.
Yeah.
But 14's pretty lit.
I think Tom Hanks would like
And
it.
Apollo 1 was, oh gosh, I'm not gonna, never mind.
What about the Oceans? Ocean's 8 is just the most hated child of all time.
Is Ocean's 8 bad? I thought
I've heard
Ocean's
it's
8
bad.
was good.
I've heard it's really
Isn't that
bad.
the
I've heard it was,
Yeah.
Is
At
this
first, I heard it was alright.
Ocean's 11 is one of the best movies
Wait,
ever. I watched it yesterday.
Because
Oh, yeah.
Apollo 11 versus Ocean's 11.
I watched Ocean's 11 2 days ago, and consistently every time I watch it, I go, "This is one of my favorite movies
It's so
I've
good.
ever
So
seen."
good.
I've never seen any of them.
Is it the one with
Ocean's 11 is really good.
That's
That one guy.
everybody.
It's got George Clooney.
That's what I'm
Brad
talking about,
Pitt,
yeah. Matt Damon, right?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
I gotta see that.
Oh, yeah.
So is
Does it have me?
Is
Oh,
Ocean's
look.
8? Is it just linked with Ocean's 11?
No,
at
it's
all,
it's
or
just
no?
no.
I think it's his sister.
Oh yeah, that's right. It is his sister.
His sister
George Clooney?
Yeah, George
Yeah.
Clooney's.
Okay.
Yeah.
assembles
Yeah, no, I
8
heard.
women.
Yeah, no, I heard it was You know, I heard the actual heist itself was kind of
The heist
Speaking
in
of-
Ocean's 11. Oh my
It's so
gosh.
good.
so good.
The Asian guy, the gymnastic guy, he's so sick.
Does a flip.
Oh yeah. Have you?
How he just folds up in half to go in the thing.
Oh, in the case and like. Just,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but like.
Speaking of movies, in seminary for one of our when he calls roll, he makes us say something. And so the thing for the day was movies. And there happened to be a lot of pretty girls in my seminary. And I go, I've been watching a lot of 80s rom-coms lately. And all of them just looked at me the weirdest look ever. However, I stand by them.
They're good. Rom-coms of all kinds
Yeah.
are
Bro, have you
fantastic.
seen the new Crazy Rich Asians?
Oh, I need to.
It's so good.
I've
heard
heard
it's really
to.
good.
I've heard it's
So
really
good trailer.
freaking good. I'm kind of ashamed I haven't seen it.
That was
Go watch it.
That's one
Yeah.
that me and
What?
Maddie went and saw it. It was crazy good.
Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, it's.
Okay,
It has my boy
This is
Ken Jeong in there. I
Non-violence.
freaking love that guy.
Ken Jeong.
This is a calm podcast.
Here we speak only of...
ASMR podcast.
Hey guys, let's bring our voices to a different
Wait,
wave.
I
put the
will-
mic just really close. Say, hey guys.
Okay.
A little lower.
I think I need to tell you guys about the
Doing
butter.
this.
Oh, yeah.
The butter in Clayton's
Oh,
pockets.
the butter pockets, yeah.
Wait,
Butter pockets.
Clayton.
Clayton McDonough.
Lucy's little brother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a
He was in
little
my
brother.
seminary. Wait,
Little
can I
brother-
say a quick thing about him?
Yes. Yeah.
So he was in my seminary, and I sat next to him for half the year for some reason, and he was really quiet and weird, and he's just always huh? Just in I don't know, but one time he comes up to share.
But he is a sweet kid.
He's a nice kid. He's a
I
nice kid.
actually really like Clayton.
But yeah, I don't know. He just goes up to share his scripture, and he's just I like the scripture. And then he just does. He just sits down, and everyone there's just an awkward silence.
Oh, I think he was in my class, too.
Looks confused. He's just wait.
I think he was
Is
in
that-
my class
is that
second
it?
semester. I didn't even realize...
Uh,
wow, I didn't make that connection. Was he a
Claybone.
freshman last year? Yeah. He was in my class.
Well, he was in. He was on the baseball team, and every year we do this thing for the baseball team where we hold a banquet and an auction to raise money, and all the players are required to come a half hour early in a shirt and tie and dress pants, and we help set up and everything, and we are ultimately the waiters for this. And Clayton shows up 10 minutes after all the guests had showed up. So everyone's already seated. And he comes in like a polo. So it wasn't like he was in like a t-shirt, but he wasn't in a dress shirt, and he was in jeans. And so he was way out of place. But he came. Props to Clayton for coming.
Showing up.
Yeah. And with the first thing we brought out was salads and bread. And the bread, we had little butter packets. Like, you know how you have with rolls? And Clayton's jeans were particularly loose on this fine day. And his pockets were just kind of sitting open. And I saw it as a target. So when
opportunity had arise.
An opportunity had arisen, I should say.
Arisen, yes.
And so I decide, and I turn to another kid on the team, and I go, I'm going to see how many butters I can get in Clayton's pockets before he realizes what's going on. So I go up, and I just daintily put a dash of butter in Clayton's pocket, and it slides right in. Not a clue. He's still just standing there. Everyone's like going in and out to like see if their tables have water or bring them their food. Clayton's standing there. He's doing his best, but he's just standing there. And by the time I had slipped about 4 butters in his pockets, he sticks his phone, like he pulls his phone out of his, I think he had it in his other pocket or something. Because I remember, it doesn't make sense that he would have pulled it out of the butter pocket, because he definitely would have noticed, I think. But he pulls his phone out, looks at his phone, and puts his phone in the butter pocket.
No.
I know for a fact he put the phone in the butter pocket. And he still hasn't noticed. And I slipped like 2 more in. There's like 6 butters in one of Clayton's pockets. I start slipping them in the other pockets. Other kids start noticing. They're laughing their butts off. Clayton's like looking around like, what are you guys laughing at? What's going on? And then like we wait for him to like hold still and slip another butter. Other kids come up and like one of the kids touches his pocket, like nicks his pocket, and he feels it. He's like, what are you doing? Sees the butter in his hand still. He goes, what are you doing? And like sticks his hand in his pockets, and he pulls out like 3 or 4 butters out of one pocket. He's like, what the heck? And pulls out with his phone like 7 butters out of the other pocket. They hadn't started melting yet, so we didn't ruin his jeans.
Oh, that's fortunate.
But he had no clue what was going on. And even after he slipped them out, we kept putting the butters in his pocket.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It was so
Beans,
funny.
do you remember when you had the euro in your pocket? Scott was there.
Yep.
Oh,
Your
Clayton.
own pocket.
Oh,
It was so funny, dude.
I caught
Always
my
take yours.
dog on
Always
top
take
of my
yours.
counter eating our butter like several times.
Eating butter.
She would come in.
She
and
is
your
so
dog's
fat.
standing on your counter. Butter all over her face.
And just letting you know, my mom particularly appreciated your dog story last time of you just.
Because they always have the straight legs.
Yeah.
So cute.
Remember Rocco?
Rocco.
He was the cute. He was probably
It was
6 inches long, maybe 8.
a just tiny, teeny little dog. It was like a chihuahua, but it was both the cutest. It was by far the cutest and by far the ugliest dog I'd ever seen.
Like, you're so ugly.
It couldn't walk straight, and its eyes were like bulging out of its head.
Okay, so.
It had a skull,
So it had a certain charm.
and
about
then
it.
it had eyeballs.
All right, was it like so ugly that it was cute, or was it so cute that it was ugly?
It was so ugly that
They
it was
were
cute.
not even related.
Yeah, it's like
It was like there was 2 dogs, but there was 1 dog.
it was like there's this. This.
It was an indescribable phenomenon. This dog.
Like, there was
Yeah.
2 dogs. Like
It
2
was-
separate, like full-on emotions response going on within
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
sometimes you're like,
Cognitive
oh, this is a
dissonance.
dog. And sometimes you're like, this dog is disgusting.
Have you seen
But it's the
those
same dog.
ugly dog competitions?
No.
They're so bad. They've
I've
got
seen-
like tongue, like the dogs like have constantly their tongue just poking out. It's like constantly shivering. It's got like dementia. It's like
It reminds me.
it's so bad. It's
Dementia.
Yeah.
You mean Parkinson's?
both.
You know, we're talking about at church. We're sitting up on the stand, and we go, and Steve goes, "What do you think it would be like to get a shot from someone who has Parkinson's?"
like a syringe. Like someone's got Parkinson's, just like
Trying to draw blood.
You see, I already
it
had.
just spurts out. Oh, I'm sorry. Put a little bandage on, and it's still spurting everywhere.
Oh, come on.
You see, I already have trust issues with.
Parkinson's
There's
is
a big
messed
old
up. Oh, come on.
Oh,
Hey.
so-
Have you seen the spoons they have for people with Parkinson's?
They're like gyroscopic.
Like an electric spoon that they shake, and the spoon is still. It's
like,
incredible.
It's like those cameras.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was saying. Those cameras
Yeah,
are like,
yeah.
Or the chicken head. Like, you seen the people with
Oh
the
yeah.
chicken
Oh,
head?
I love that so much. Yeah, chicken heads stay in the same place when you move the body. So
Really?
as you move the body, its head
Yeah.
just
Will go like,
yeah, exactly. It doesn't. No, it doesn't move. The head just stays in place. It's insane.
That's how they got the idea for the camera stuff. The
Yeah,
chickens.
well, it's from chickens.
Wow.
Like, you stuck a camera on a chicken head? Just-
Incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
Well,
Facts
so-
with beans.
I actually,
Interesting, actually.
this is a little back, rewinding a little bit to like the needles. I kind of have a story about needles.
Let's hear it.
Go ahead. Bring it on.
So I really hate needles. I've gotten a little better, but like basically 2 years ago, I used to be so bad where they had to lay me down, and like I felt it's kind of embarrassing. Like they used to give me apple juice, and I felt like a kid. But it's like
You were like
sweet ass.
was it like a glass or was it like the box?
It was a box.
or worse, the cup where you peel off the lid.
No, but like
You're very brave.
Like I already felt super embarrassed that I was like laying down because I was so nervous
How
about
are you laying down?
Well, like they'd lay me down because I would get too shaky. I don't lay down anymore. I
gets
still hate
Parkinson's
shots, but I don't lay down anymore. Now I just do get the shit done with. No, but like
Make it quick.
and then they gave me apple juice, which made me feel even more childish.
I love
But
it.
like I love apple juice.
Wait,
So,
how
like,
old were you when you got apple juice?
The last
15.
time.
Oh, Jesus Cristo.
But like the last time they gave me apple juice, this was a bad experience. So I was shaking. They're like, I was finally calm, drinking my apple juice, and laying down. They stick the needle, and my vein moves. They're doing it in my right arm, and they're like, "Oh man, we got to do it again."
Here's some more apple juice.
Here's another apple juice.
Milking them for apple juice. You know how to move all your veins. You're like blood bending, like Katara.
Remember?
I need more apple.
You guys remember the TV show 16?
No.
Was that the one
No.
where they're at the mall?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah.
That show.
Yeah, I remember there was one episode that I can't remember his name, but like the skater dude.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Had,
that like
a-
the Total Drama Island?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
Total Drama
Oh,
Island.
yeah.
And
I remember that.
yeah, but
Dude,
like
I like the baby episode.
there was an episode where there was a blood drive going on, and if you donated blood, you got a free donut.
Oh,
There was
and
a-
one of the
there was
dudes
one
wanted
dude
to
who
pass out.
had
Comes
changed
with a
like
bunch of
outfits
donuts.
to get donuts, and kept donating blood, and became anemic. And just passed out.
So
Finish your story.
I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I am such a pussy with this that you have to lay me down and give me apple juice, and you miss my vein. And then they do it again, and they miss my vein again.
Oh.
And they miss my vein 5 times on the right arm.
That's a lot of apple juice. He's
And
got
then they're
vitamin
like-
C like pouring out of his freaking.
At that point,
vessels.
I'm just like
Can't even
super.
take his blood. It's
I'm
so
just super
good.
nervous.
Apple juice.
I remember, that was one of the strangest compliments I've ever gotten, in a similar vein to that, was that I have good veins.
I have some.
Kind of creepy.
I don't have good
Yeah,
veins.
exactly. You know, like, and it's so interesting. You know, like, and
Let's compare veins. Oh my gosh.
Bro, do you see that vein?
Look how good his veins
Oh,
are.
dude, just
Oh, yeah,
look
look
at
at
the
that
blood pressure.
nice,
Dude.
nice and vivid.
Nothing better
and
than
raw.
a girl with some thick veins. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I'm
Dude,
a-
if they
I
have
like kinda
veins, it's a
skinnier
keeper.
That made me vividly uncomfortable.
I think that was the point.
Some
No,
thick
but like-
veins, eh?
But like,
Oh,
yeah,
Hey,
no,
girls, hit me up if you have
yeah, that's one of the
thick
most
veins.
interesting things. Is when I was getting a shot, it was like, oh, and it's right here. Dang, son, you got good veins. Oh, is that so? Okay, good to know.
That's like when
I think I got it from mother.
It's like when I go to get my hair cut, and they're always like, "You have the thickest hair," and I'm like, "Thanks."
That's what they say.
Oh, I'm the exact same way.
Yeah, your hair is beautiful.
Oh, I
They
remember.
don't even say. They say that at first, and then like by the time they're almost done, they're like tired of it.
Oh yeah.
They're like, you really need to like have your barber thin out your hair one of these days because this is ridiculous.
Oh,
and I'm like,
it's the exact.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I still-
They're like, I'm gonna thin out your hair. I'm like, I'm fine. They're like, no, I need to thin out your hair. I'm going insane right now.
I remember.
What do they do when they thin out your hair?
I one
I
time
think
went
they
to.
take the scissors with the little gaps in it.
yeah, and then they just
go-
kind of texturize it. They make it differently. Since
Yeah,
they-
yeah, and like I remember that was one thing. When I got my hair cut at this fancy place,
the shave place.
Yeah, the shave place. That place was fuego. And shout out City Barbers, okay. And the guy there, my second time I was there, it also kind of happened the first time, but it was better the second time. I had big poofy hair.
He had his poof hair.
Yeah, no, like it doesn't look like it.
It's
now
really
because
Not
of
quite a
makeup.
fro.
Super
but
curly.
poofy.
It's I like to call it the Jew fro.
Oh, yes.
Jew fro.
The Jew fro is
You
the
should
best
rock
description
the
of
Jew
it.
fro.
Yep.
And to the girls, and I remember so I sat down and and I was like, I'm sorry sir, this is probably gonna take a while. Oh no, it'll be fine, I'm fine. And then he got to it, and then I started to see sweat developing on his face and
On his
ear.
brow.
Yeah, on his brow as he was just going through, and just piles of hair was coming around me, yet my hair didn't seem smaller.
It's just a mountain.
It's
Your
just,
hair is
it's,
still
yeah,
exactly
yeah,
the
it's,
same.
it's not like my hair is ridiculously big. It's just dense.
is
There's just a
My
ton
hair is-
and a small amount of space. And then so it's supposed to
very
take an
thin hair.
hour, but mine took an hour and a half.
Wow.
Mine took an hour and a half, and so when all said and done, the guy, this guy, he's a nice guy. He had like a lip piercing, and like really styled his hair. He was like, "I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That was one of the hardest challenges I've had in a while." And I was like, "Yeah."
Out of breath.
He's just,
Dapping his brow.
Like one of those massive anime sweat beads. Like it's like the size of his head.
Have you seen Airplane?
oh, I love it. It's just dripping. just dripping.
No, but like
He wipes it off.
this is the weird. Like yeah, they're always like you have a shit ton of follicles, and I was like
Follicles.
Follicles.
Follicles. He said it about 7 times when we were talking the other day, and I didn't correct him.
follicles.
Follicles.
I would rather say
We understand what
follicles.
you're saying.
Yeah,
All right,
we got it.
continue. All right.
Follicles established. Follow kill me.
No, but like, yeah, they're like your hair is really thin, and I'm like, wow, thanks.
Just ruin your day.
Is that all they said? Just like,
And then they're like,
your
wait,
hair's
but you
thin.
have a lot of follicles.
Say follicles.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
I don't
a lot
know.
of follicles.
What's that way? So what did they mean that like a legit compliment, or were they trying? Were they seeing?
I felt like they were just trying to they just felt bad that they called my hair thin.
yes.
Your dad's not bald, though, is he?
No, his hair is actually thin.
My dad is.
So,
My
like,
dad had a terrible bald spot.
My dad's 99 bald.
Yeah, but fortunately, I got my mama's hair. So
My dad's 42. My dad's 42, and he doesn't have gray hair yet. Like not one gray hair.
My
My
dad's
dad is balding. He has a receding.
my dad's been bald since he was 23.
My dad?
Wow.
Yeah.
Rip.
on purpose, or
Well, he started balding at 23, and he got really bad to the point where by 23 he had to shave it because it was so bad.
My dad.
That's rough.
I went into this conversation deep with him because I got a little worried at one point. Not balding, at least not currently. But my dad,
most intimate discussion you can have with the father.
my dad at 19 had a bald spot.
Oh.
A spot on his head
really.
with 0 hair.
That's so.
19.
Well, fortunately,
I'm 19.
Yeah, I know exactly. Fortunately, turn your head around. Yeah, no, you're good, man.
Right here.
You know.
He didn't have any
You're
hair.
thinning a little bit. Right?
Yeah, no, but
None.
no, that's normal.
Your
now.
dick.
Yes.
No, that's legit one of my biggest fears is to go bald.
I feel like I have a weird head without
I have
hair.
I have like moles.
I feel like my head. I feel like I
Not
look like
me,
an
though.
alien without hair. Like it'd just be like.
I know.
Your
What
skull's actually the shape of your hair.
It's a concave skull.
I know what I look like without hair. It's not a good time.
Uh-oh.
You know.
Oh yeah, when we
Tommy
got shaved.
shaved.
I didn't know. No, it wasn't even. It wasn't even the shave.
Your hair's
'Cause
barely even.
When I even when they shaved me,
I have like
even when they shaved me, I still had like a a fair like a solid half an inch
Yeah.
on it since they used crappy shaver. But no, when I went down to a theater conference for theater,
Just a bundle of fun.
Yeah, you know
Theater
what?
conference.
I actually, I like it. Screw you. And
Hey, people
just
having
kidding.
fun.
I
Just
know,
leave
I
them
know.
alone.
Just
I know.
for our viewers that may not know, we make an absurd amount of fun of theater. We love Tommy, so we don't mean it towards Tommy, just towards theater.
But if you're a theater kid, we hate you.
Okay. Oh,
There goes
not
half
the
our
point.
audience.
That is not the point.
Our
Yeah,
whole audience.
our audience
There goes
is probably
That's our demographic.
Yeah.
But no, but like while down there, of course we don't mean any of that. But like while down there, there was a styling workshop for hair, and one of the things was a bald cap. So
And
since
you put on a bald cap?
yeah, since the guy would like choose someone, and then he would demonstrate how to put on a bald cap, and he chose me since my hair at the time was really, and so he figured since I was the hardest out of the bunch, I would be the best example, and so he
When you
fully put
posted
it
that on
on.
Instagram, that scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, exactly. It's on Instagram.
It's still on Instagram.
It's still on Instagram. It's still on Instagram.
Continue with your story.
And I freaked so many people out. Since I learned with my r/roast me on Reddit that my hair is a very big thing that people notice about me.
Oh, this.
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
Haven't I showed you that?
I just
I need to
realized I
show
haven't
you
finished
that
my
crap.
needle story.
That's okay.
For our viewers at home,
I don't remember that.
Tommy's bald
Actually, I
cap.
don't think you look that bad with a bald cap, though.
I want to put on a bald
It just
cap.
doesn't look right.
I definitely don't want to put on the bald.
I
That
wanna
doesn't
see-
look like
well, 'cause-
Tommy. You look like Lex Luthor.
You look like Luthor. Look like
My
a
hair
Leo.
does a lot for me, so I feel like I'd look very strange without this big poof.
Without the poof boy.
Wait,
Yeah.
come over here so I can touch your hair, too.
Okay.
There's bald Aiden.
Bald me is gonna be rough.
You're
not
not
gonna
gonna get
go-
bald. What are you talking about, son?
Yeah, probably not.
Stop.
Your hair looks fantastic. You look like an anime character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
theater competitions are something else. I've been to a couple in my past.
Let's hear about this.
Yeah, so
Your kid,
me
Scott.
and Tommy freshman year, we had this really good pantomime
Not really
played out.
good.
It
It was
fantastic.
It was good.
I watched it.
Yeah, Nick watched it.
There. It was
Yeah,
warm.
it was freshman year.
Just
And-
a high, definitely a high point in all of our lives.
Yeah, high
Freshman
point
year.
in
Can I please
yeah.
show him the roast for that?
No,
Yeah, so
no,
one
you
of-
can't.
Please!
No, you can't.
So there's like a screenshot of me up on stage, and I look like a dachshund standing like
No,
I look
they
like
can look it up on their own if
yeah, I
they
look
really
like a
want it.
dachshund just like up on its hind legs, just like this. Like my
They need to see the
pose.
picture at least.
No,
Where's the picture?
It wasn't like I was posing weird. It was just my stance freshman year.
Yeah, it
I
was
looked like a dachshund.
It was just his. It was just his essence.
I'm sorry.
In
the
general.
essence
showing
of
it.
Scott was a standing dog. No, you can't.
Yep.
Yes, I can.
Are you gonna let him show it?
What? No, don't show it.
It was freshman year. You
no,
gotta
they,
glow
no,
up.
they can look it up themselves.
No, I need to show them the actual pantomime pic.
No.
Please?
God, fine, go. Do it.
Go.
You can
Make
see
it quick though.
Okay.
I'm on the
3, 2.
I don't know if
that's
that's
a
a good view, so like.
Back it up a little
I'm
bit.
not even showing the screen.
you gotta specify which one I am. I'm the wider one.
Obviously, he's the one on the
He's the
left.
one that looks white.
And then here's
I'm the
roast.
Lerp King.
So there we go.
And here's the roast.
And now there's people
He
laughing
sounds like-
their
he
asses
sounds
off.
like a
Yeah,
chef.
I saw the photo.
And here's the roast.
So this is the picture, and here's the roast.
Oh, that makes me
Got
hungry. We should probably wrap up.
Get some
Yeah.
food.
Yeah.
Wait, let me finish my needle story really quick.
Yeah, Beetle.
Good lord!
Oh my jeez.
So then they switched to my left arm, and they,
Okay, can we
they
get, like, a
fucked up on it
10-second
twice.
recap? Like, go back like
They
the
missed
cartoon?
twice on the left.
They missed 5
Yeah.
times on the right,
Twice,
and
on,
twice
the
on the
left.
left.
twice on the left.
They just go straight forehead at that point.
No, they finally get it on the left,
They go through the rectum.
and like that.
Oh.
That was the worst time I had at the Intermountain. And want to know what they said to me after that? They're like, "You're so brave," and it's like, "Shut the fuck up! I'm not brave. I'm literally laying down here drinking an apple juice, and I'm so ashamed of it. So shut up!"
You know, you could have refused the apple
You're
juice.
so brave.
But it was so good.
I want the apple juice. a requirement, but it's apple juice.
I want the apple juice, but I don't want you to think I'm 5 years old. Give me the apple juice.
That is the dilemma we all must face.
Oh, I love that.
You gotta take a sweet appy when you get the chance.
Oh gosh.
Oh man.
Alrighty.
Wrap up.
Yeah.
Alright.
Thank you for watching episode 2 of the Fuss Boys. We hope we were entertaining,
Yeah.
Hopefully.
and we'll see you again
Sometime.
very soon.
Hopefully.
Adios.
It'll be a much briefer hiatus.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Adios.
Yeah. Thanks for
If we're
tuning in.